Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a what sold in the month of June in under 2 weeks. So I had about 57 sales in the month of June and 23 of those happened within 2 weeks of listing the item, and then 15 sales happened within a month of listing the item. Now I'm not going to go over the ones that sold within a month as well because that's going to be way too long of a video. I already have 23 sales to go through. Also, I'm going to include my 2 worst sales in terms of time and in terms of profit, so you guys know what not to buy. Okay, so the way I'm going to be setting up this video is I'm going to tell you the sale, have a picture of the item here, and then I'm also going to have a picture of the breakdown. So I'm only going to tell you guys my profit after fees and cost of goods, and then I'll have the breakdown here so you guys can see like what I got after fees, how much I spent on the item, and the total profit. That way I don't have to go through like a million numbers because that's going to just be too chatty. Now, I went on vacation at the end of June, so on June 29th, I think I only had 1 sale, let me check. June 29th, okay, no, I actually had 3 sales on June 29th. But I actually left that night to go on vacation for about 10 days, so I didn't make any sales on the 30th, so yes. And then I went on vacation till I put my store off vacation mode on July 5th, I believe. So it's been a little slow picking up my sales, but regardless, let's get into the video because I know it's going to be a long one. Alright, so the first item I sold are these Sperry's Gingham Toucan swim shorts. So these are super cute. I've never sold Sperry's before. Like, I know they're a shoe wear company, that's what they're mainly known for, but I've never sold any of their clothing, never sold men's swim shorts before. Wasn't sure how these were going to do, but the pattern was just too cute to pass up. These sold within 24 hours on Mercari. I had them listed at $30 and I got an offer of $24. So after fees and cost of goods, I made $18.51. I would totally pick these up again. That's a great profit, especially within 24 hours. Alright, the next item I got were Ralphie's. These are black round toe ballet flats. These sold within 1 day. And they sold on an offer of $93. After fees and cost of goods, I made $42.45. I definitely paid up for these. I would not pay $31.95 for all my shoes, but something that I know is going to sell for $90 and above, I'll definitely pay that for. And I'm really happy because I basically just like doubled my money and then some. Alright, the next item I sold was this Etro silk scarf tank. This took 6 days to sell, and it sold for my full asking price of $65. So after fees and cost of goods, I made $47.06. I definitely picked this up again. I was actually really surprised by the sale because when I looked up comps for it, the comps were really not great. And this brand retails super high, like $700 to $1,000 for like a silk shirt. And all the comps are like under 50 bucks. I was really surprised, and so I still listed mine high because I was like, this has more value than that. So I listed it high, and it ended up paying off. So I'm really excited about that. The next item I sold was this Disney Tropical Mickey graphic tee. So it's just like Mickey Mouse, these tropical leaves inside. It was honestly perfect for summertime. It took 8 days to sell, and it sold on Mercari on an offer of $15. So after everything, I made $10.10. I would totally pick this up again. My goal is to have at least a $10 profit on all my items. Doesn't always happen, but that's at least my goal. So yeah, I would definitely pick that up again. The next item that sold under 2 weeks was actually in a bundle, and this bundle actually includes my worst item in terms of time, and it includes an item that sold within a month and an item that sold within 2 weeks. So I'm just going to go through the whole thing. So the item that sold in 2 weeks were these Victoria's Secret pink jean shorts. These took 8 days to sell, and I had 0 cost of goods involved because they were from my friend. The item that took under a month to sell was this Bebop romper. This took 27 days to sell. No cost of goods involved. I bought it myself at TJ Maxx like a year or 2 ago. And then my worst item in terms of time to sell was this Victoria's Secret muscle tee. It said Love Pink on the back. I thought it was cute. I thought it would sell. But it took 9 months to sell. But overall, the sale was pretty good because I have a 3 for $30 sale, by the way, in my closet. So someone bundled all these items, offered me $30. I accepted. This was a really good sale because the only cost of goods I had involved was the muscle tee, which I spent $1.99 on. So overall, I made $22.01. Like, I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, the next item I sold were these Rothy's navy slip-on sneakers. These took 6 days to sell. They sold on eBay for $120. Yeah, after fees and cost of goods, I made $73.17. Really good sale, really happy with that. I just love eBay so much more than Poshmark. And Mercari. I mean, I love Poshmark, but like, those two, she's not my favorite. Okay, so the next item I sold is this Land's End Tankini and the Pattern Deco Floral. This took 11 days to sell. It sold on eBay for $22. And then after everything was said and done, I made $16.44. I would definitely pick this up again. I think it's safe to assume I would pick all these items up again if I mention them. If they sold under 2 weeks and I made a good profit, I'm definitely gonna pick them up again if I see them. So that was a great sale. Land's End, so definitely I would not like discount Land's End swimwear, but I bought this one, sold really well, so I bought another one. It was a size 10. It was a little more worn than this one, and it's not really doing that well, so I don't know if it's like the style of the item, maybe the size or the condition, but don't discount Land's End, but definitely be picky with it. Alright, the next item I sold was this Anthropologie Coquelicot. I hope I'm pronouncing it. That's the brand. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. The Lolling Blazer, that's the style name, and it took 11 days to sell. Sold on an offer of $30, and I made $19.06, so I'm pretty happy with that. And it's funny because I was with my mom when I sourced this item, and she's like, "You're buying that to sell? That's so ugly." And I was like, "It's Anthropologie. It's cute. I know it's gonna sell." So I told her it sold in 2 weeks. She was pretty surprised. Okay, the next item I sold was this INC multi-sequence top, and it was a size 3X. Now, if this top was anything but plus size, probably would not have picked it up. If it was a medium or if it was a large or smaller, I would not have picked up this top. But because it was a plus size, I picked it up. Took 10 days to sell. I just had a feeling about this item that was going to do pretty well. Sold on eBay for $34.99, and after everything was said and done, I made $27.75. So that was a really good sale. Alright, the next two items that sold in a bundle with another item. The first item that sold in this bundle was under 2 weeks. Was this New With Tags Old Navy green top. As soon as I posted it, it got a ton of likes. This took 1 day to sell. And then the next item in this bundle was these Old Navy boyfriend distressed jeans. These sold within minutes of listing them. The last item in the bundle was this Self-Esteem floral tank. It was a size 1X. This bundle was another one of my 3 for $30 bundles, so it sold on an offer of $30. And Poshmark gave me $24. The only cost of goods I had involved was the Self-Esteem floral tank, which was $5, which was way too much to pay for that. I probably would never pay that now. I definitely would never pay that now, but it was actually one of my first sourcing trips. I picked that up because I thought it was cute, and I didn't really know. I had no business sense to me, so. But the other two Old Navy items came from my roommate, so there is no cost of goods involved with those. The next item I sold was this Old Navy floral ruffle sleeve top. This took 5 days to sell. It sold on an offer of $15. I made $12, no cost of goods involved. It came from my roommate. Old Navy seems to do well if it's like an XL or a larger, is what I'm gathering. Okay, the next item that sold are these Vintage Guess pink high-waisted shorts. These took 1 day to sell. They sold on an offer of $30 on Mercari. So after fees, cost of goods, I made $24.87. Love that profit, especially for only being listed for a day. Well, it says it sold within 24 hours, so it sold within the same day I listed it. The next item was this Anthropologie Maeve. It's called the Rathine blouse. This took 1 day to sell and sold on eBay for an offer of $15, and in the end I made $11.91. I was super surprised by this sale because when I picked it up because it was super cheap. I only paid $1 for it. But it was a size extra, extra small, and it was Anthropologie, just like a basic top, and those don't do that well for me, but because it was $1, I picked it up anyway. And I was really surprised it sold so fast. It's definitely rare for an Anthropologie basic top, and especially an XXS. Okay, the next item I sold was this Eileen Fisher Berry Duster cardigan. This took 6 days to sell. Sold on eBay again, so after fees and cost of goods, I made $35.91. Definitely really happy with that profit. Eileen Fisher is a brand I've been experimenting with. Pieces seem to be very hit or miss for me. This was obviously a hit at Eileen Fisher. That one was good, so I guess I just gotta be more selective and picky with my pieces, and this is obviously a really cute piece. Alright, the next item I sold is one of my favorite items to sell. I've sold it many, many times, and it is this Torrid cutaway blazer. This one was in black. These took 3 days to sell and made a total profit. Oh, sold on Mercari, by the way. And then I made a total profit of $25.62. I love selling Torrid cutaway blazers. They sell super well. Every time I sell them, they're always under 2 weeks. I don't think I've ever had one sit for more than 2 weeks. And this is like the 4th or 5th one that I've sold. Usually I don't get $30 for them. I usually get about 20, so this was a really good sale. I would definitely pay up for these. Probably maximum of $6, because if you sell it for 20 on Poshmark, $6 you make 10, so that's probably the max I would pay for these. But it's worth paying up for me if I know it's gonna sell super fast. Alright, the next item I sold are these Dansko black patent leather clogs. The first time I picked them up, not the first time I found them, but they're always like, I don't know, I never really liked them. I kind of thought they were ugly, so I never wanted to pick them up, but I finally was like, you know what, fuck it, just pick it up, let's see how they do. They sold in 9 days on an offer of $25. Sold in 9 days, $25. And then I made a profit of $16.89. So yeah, super awesome, really happy with that, and I just found another pair of Danskos, so I'm super excited about those because those are gonna get listed soon. Okay, actually I think I just listed them this morning actually. Alright, the next item I sold were these Lucky Brand embroidered sweatpants. These took 12 days to sell and they sold on an offer of $45 on eBay. Actually, I think this was my full price sale on eBay. I think I listed them for $45. And after all was said and done, I made $36.35. Really happy with this sale. Lucky Brand really sits for me, but I heard these Lucky Brand embroidered sweatpants do well, and especially on comps they seem to do well, so I decided to give them a try and it paid off. Alright, so the next item I sold was actually my first bins item that I sold from my first bins trip ever. So it was this Victoria's Secret pink Florida Gators pullover. I found 2 of them. One was all sequin style, the other one was, and this is the plain one that sold. I was surprised. I thought the sequins one would go first. But this sold for $27 on Mercari, and I made $23.18 after fees and cost of goods. So super happy with that. Alright, the next item I sold was this Lilly Pulitzer cover-up tunic. It sold in 9 days. It was a size extra large, so I was really happy about that. I've never sold a Lilly Pulitzer in like a bigger size, so I wasn't sure how I was gonna do. I had a feeling it would do well, and I wasn't wrong. So I think I had it listed at 45. Someone offered me 36. I accepted. This sold on Mercari, and it sold on an offer. Yeah, I told you that. So after fees and cost of goods, I made $31.34. So can't beat that. That was an awesome sale. And it was super cute cover up. Alright, so the next item I sold was this Madewell linen embroidered tank. This sold in 10 days on an offer of $24, and then I made $15.86. So I was really happy with this because actually this had a flaw on it, and then I washed it and it came out and it sold super fast for good money. Madewell seems to be very hit or miss for me. Some of it sells really fast, some of it tends to sit, but this was definitely a hit. Okay, and then that's not second to last sale. Okay, so the next sale is this new with tags Lucy. These are called the Get Going pants. These sold in 2 days on Mercari for my full price of $60. So it's actually really funny. So I sold these on Mercari for $60, but I was not on vacation, but like on a weekend trip somewhere when these sold, so I wasn't really paying attention to my phone too much. And then they ended up, so I didn't, like, I saw that I sold, but I didn't go onto the other platforms and delete it. And then they ended up selling for full price on eBay, and I had them listed for $70 on eBay. But because the Mercari lady sold them first, I was like, I'm principled. I gave them to her. I canceled my eBay sale. I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry, I'm canceling your sale, but whatever. So I'm definitely more vigilant about taking things off of other platforms. I was just really busy, but yeah, so after fees and cost of goods, I made $52.61. This was another item I got at the bins, so I really can't complain about that. And then the last item I sold in under 2 weeks, sold in the matter of minutes, and it was this vintage Tommy Hilfiger Tommy sweatshirt in gray. This sold on an offer of $20 on Mercari, and I made $16.88. I was really happy because this item had a couple like rust stain spots on it that I missed at the bins, but I figured, I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna post it anyway, whatever. And someone ended up buying it within minutes. So yeah, super happy about all of that. It's funny because the 3 bins items that I sold in June all sold on Mercari. if you notice, I had a lot of eBay and Mercari sales and a few Poshmark sales. They're pretty even between all of them. I definitely would not be able to do this full time if I only did Poshmark, so I think that's important to note. Alright, and then the last sale I'm going to talk about is my worst sale in terms of profit. I already went over the time one. That was a Victoria's Secret muscle tee. Now in terms of profit, my worst sale was this new with tags Urban Outfitters kimchi blue top. It's called the Margot top, so it's kind of like this window pane texture with like it drapes all the way down here, so like your boobs are kind of open. You're supposed to wear like a bralette here. This took a really long time to sell. I listed it on September 29th and it sold on June 20th. So yeah, super long time to sell, and I only made $1.42 on it. It sold on an offer $8. I didn't care if I made money, lost money. Actually, that's a lie, because I had something sitting for a while today, got an offer, but it was below cost of goods. She offered me $5. Super annoying. But anyways, below cost of goods, so I countered her and she ended up accepting. But yeah, I don't accept anything if I'm going to lose money, but sold for $8 and I paid $3.63 for it. So only made $1.42, but hey, that's $1.42 to reinvest in my business. I'm happy with that. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.